Carla's Kitchen Chronicles. Today I'm having a glass of Pinot Grigio.
Pinot!
As Joe in the background. You like my little shirt? Tis the season. Anyhow, I'm making a simple pasta.
Are those
dish.
avocados?
They are avocados.
Nice pits.
You know what? Anyway, I'm making a simple pasta dish. A small amount of ingredients. It's quite delicious. I came up with it at like about 2 years ago when I didn't want protein and I just wanted a simple olive oil based pasta dish. But tonight I'm putting protein on it because Joe can't do without some protein. So that's my tenders over there marinating. So thank you once more for joining me for another delicious recipe and a delicious drink. This is a Pinot Grigio. I don't know if I said that already.
Pinot!
But it's a Pinot Grigio. So cheers, and I wish you all a happy holiday and a blessed new year, and I will see you in the kitchen at the stove.
And like and share.
Yes, like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget. The highlight of the ingredients, I have black olives, parsley, garlic. You can use shallots or onions. I forgot my shallots, so I'm using onions. And fresh tomatoes, or you could do canned tomatoes, washed, drained and washed. So, yeah. And then my pasta and stuff. I also will have some wine I'm going to put in there, and that's optional. All right. Got my pasta going. Oh, Alexa, set timer to 8 minutes. Got my pasta going.
8 minutes, starting now.
Alexa.
Thank you.
Alexa sounds a little weird tonight.
Yeah, she has a hoarse voice, I think. All right, so I think my oil is hot enough, my olive oil. Yeah, it's hot enough. First thing I'm gonna do are my onions or shallots if you choose shallots. I usually prefer shallots, I just forgot it. But I would say for this meal, the shallots are probably better. And I'm gonna turn this stove down. Sorry, my stove wouldn't turn it down. And I'm gonna let this just saute for a little bit before I add the other ingredients. And just a reminder, the reason why there is so much olive oil, like I said, it's olive oil based and the pasta will suck up most of this olive oil anyway. Soak up most of this olive oil anyway, so.
Keep your hands and feet in the car at all times.
All right, now my garlic is opened up and I'm gonna add the tomatoes. I'm using fresh tomatoes today. You can use canned tomatoes like I said. And I'm gonna saute this a little bit as well. Let this cook in a little bit. The stove is on low. Again, the stove is on low so my garlic doesn't turn brown or my onions don't get browner.
Man, the worst thing you can do is overcook garlic. Do never overcook garlic.
Very true. You don't want to burn your garlic. Okay, so this is what you can also do. You can use your spatula.
Right?
Can you leave the dog alone? Joe tried to steal my pasta, dropped it on the ground. Now he got Callie eating some of it. Anyway, you can.
Her name ends in a vowel. She's allowed to.
Anyway. So you can do this and get you know, because you want to get it nice and blended with the olive oil. So you know, that's a good thing to do with the tomatoes. That's a nice little touch there to make your sauce even nicer. All right, my tomatoes are in. It's time to add my olives. These you don't really have to do much. And you can, if you don't eat olives, you don't have to. But I can tell you what. Olives are good in this dish. Olives are really good in this dish. So what I'm going to do is just put a little more heat. Not a whole lot, just a little more to get this just...
Olives are good for you. Eat your dag-nab olives.
And if you don't like black olives, you can use green or whatever. But these are good in here. I'm telling you. And you know what? If you're a person like me that don't do a lot of salt in your food or no salt sometimes, these give a nice flavor. And this is organic olives, so they're not as salty. But if you want to use your regular salty olives, that's fine too. All right, now I'm going to add my white wine.
It's amazing she let you have that little bit of white wine.
Shut up. So I'm gonna let this simmer because I kind of want to gauge this to add the pasta when the chicken is actually ready, which is not ready yet. So you could let this stay on low, or you could just turn the stove off completely and just let it sit and start it back up again once the chicken is ready. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is turn it off. But if you're adding protein and it was already pre-cooked and ready, don't worry about it. I just kind of did mine all at the same time. So I'm gonna turn this off and let it sit until my chicken is ready.
It don't matter at this point.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't.
Whatever. Anyway, off we go. All right, we're back. Turn this on and get it heated. This hasn't been like off very long. This smells good. One of the things I'm gonna add is actually some red chili flakes, pepper flakes, but you don't have to. Also, I'm gonna do some sea salt. And you can add salt. If you're putting protein, you can add salt to your chicken. I didn't. We'll probably add our own salt to taste when we get ready. So this is on low again. Stir that in there. Get that a little warmer before I add the pasta in, okay? All right, now that all of that is added, I'm gonna go ahead and add my pasta. Joe's in there hand gratering the what do you call it? The Parmesan cheese. All right, so I got my pasta in and stirred it in with everything else. And then this is one of the things I did, capers. I add capers with just a little bit of caper juice and my parsley. And then I'm gonna stir it all in together, and you can top it with more red pepper flakes if you want when you put it in your plate, or more fresh parsley. And this is basically the dish I made without the protein at that one time, and it was quite delicious. And like I said, you put your little Parmesan cheese or whatever you want to add to it on there, and let it and then eat. And this is I guess I would say the part where you don't eat. If you don't eat meat, this is good. You leave it as this, and we'll add our protein because it's done.